Hi, I'm Kim, and you're watching Hot Rod Madness.
Hot Rod Madness, where every car has a story. If you love rat rods, street rods, American classic muscle, even the unusual, including those ground-pounding, tire-smoking street machines, we got them. Fire them up, Hot Rod Madness style, with your host, Tim the Milkman, along with the Hot Rod Madness crew. Welcome to Hot Rod Madness. Let's travel to Hiawassee, Georgia for the 11th annual Georgia Mountain Moonshine Cruizin. The Georgia Mountain Fairgrounds, located in the foothills of the Appalachian Mountains along the banks of Lake Chateau, provides the perfect backdrop for hundreds of classics, muscle cars, and street rods. There was something for everyone, including a 60-mile mountain cruise, folk exhibits, live music, and much, much more. Catch the madness.
Hey, welcome back to Hot Rod Madness. This week we're at the Moonshine Cruizin. If you ain't never been to Hiawassee, Georgia, man, you should come to the fairgrounds and check this event out. Rakes Parish and the Emerald Coast Cruise-In, that's the same people who put this event on. We're about to walk through the gate, man. Check this out. How y'all doing?
All right. Hey, good to see you. Good to see you. Yes,
good to see y'all again.
Good to see y'all.
Staff at the Moonshine Cruise-In. Check this out. Right off the bat, folks. Black and brown 56 is this? What you got here, sir?
55.
55.
55 Bel Air.
Okay, what's your name?
Gary.
Gary? Beautiful ride, man. I mean, we walked right through the gate, and there you go. Bam, in your face, Hot Rod Madness. People, what's your name, ma'am?
Melinda.
Melinda?
Melinda Cannon.
Okay, well,
From Georgia.
55 Chevy from Columbus, Georgia. How long have you guys had this?
Well, I've owned the car 56 and a half years.
Really?
Yes, sir. My first car.
That's your first car?
First car.
How about that? I mean, you never know the stories you run up on. This guy says he bought this maybe not brand new, but
He was 7 years old when I bought it.
it was 7 years old. Wow.
$700 to buy it.
Man, $700. There you go. That's what could have been had back in 1956.
Well,
57?
55 Chevy is 62 is when I bought it.
Okay, got you. All right, and she's enjoyed it with you the whole time, right?
Well,
No, I'm the third wife.
Yeah, third wife. Okay. Hey, man. All right.
We've had the bill to finish 4 years.
You got it going on, man.
Thank you, man. Appreciate it.
Beautiful ride, man. What is that? LS Power?
LS7.
Oh, man.
Art chassis. Art Morrison chassis. I know a little about it.
Okay, she knows a little bit about the car, too. She,
learn.
505 horsepower.
505 horsepower, she says. LS7. Got the Willwood brakes going on. Some aluminum polished stuff here. Man, that is awesome. Beautiful ride, man. So, what you got for transmission and rear end?
It's the 4L65E, and it's got a Kugel independent rear suspension under it. Polished and chrome rear end under it.
Yeah. Very streetable. Nice cruiser, right?
It is.
Let's look
How
at.
many miles we have on it?
Yeah, how many miles?
Right at 5,000.
5,000 miles on it.
That's right.
Man, you got a long ways to go in this thing, man. I mean, you're fresh out of the box. You're ready to go. Beautiful. I want to see the interior. Oh, man, look at that. Ooh, that brown leather looks beautiful with the colors. Where'd the seats come from, man? What kind of seat is that?
Those buckets came out of a 2013 Challenger.
Okay. Looks nice and comfy in there.
It is.
Yeah.
Rides good.
Okay. And your steering column, what is that?
That's I did it column, chrome tilt, billet specialist steering wheel.
Yes, sir. And who did your interior?
Well, it was Les Lockridge out of Asheville, Tennessee, built the whole car.
Okay.
He was an upholstery man to start, and then he started building cars.
He did a fantastic job, man. It smells like a fresh cow in there.
It is.
Wow. That's beautiful. Love the colors. It goes great with the whole paint scheme and all. Beautiful
It is.
ride.
Thank you. Thank you.
That is absolutely gorgeous. And hey, thank you for showing your ride here on Hot Rod Madness. Y'all enjoy the Moonshine Cruizin. James, how are you, man?
Good, how are you?
I'm good. Wow. GT, look at this thing.
Yep.
with the white top on it and all.
Yes, sir.
Beautiful ride, man.
Thank you.
Wow,
Appreciate
that
it.
thing's gorgeous. I love the wheel choice on this thing.
Thank you. I wanted him to look like it rolled out of its era.
Yeah, man. What year is it?
66.
66 GT
Fairlane.
Fairlane.
Yep.
Yes. Got the induction on the hood.
Yes,
got
sir.
the racing pins up here. Got the rag top on it. The beautiful red paint. Did you paint that thing?
Yes, sir.
Really?
Did everything.
Okay.
Everything but the trainee, the top of the interior.
Yeah. Nice job.
Thank you.
That's awesome. Your interior, who did that?
A local guy in our town.
Okay.
Yep. And my buddy of mine helped me build the engine.
Okay.
Yep.
And the name of the town is?
Palm Coast, Florida.
Yeah. Palm Coast, Florida. There's a few others from Florida.
Yeah, I see a lot of them.
Yeah, you guys drove all the way from Florida to come to the Moonshine
Yes, sir.
Cruizin
Yes,
up here in
sir. Love it.
Hiawassee. You think it's cool, huh?
Yes, sir. I
Nice
love it.
show, right?
Yes, it is. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. I recommend it.
Yeah, I recommend it as well. I also recommend the Emerald Coast Cruizin. You'll be there too, right?
I'm going to try.
Yeah.
I want to.
Okay.
Yep.
Well, we'll probably see you down there in Panama City, but especially if you're going to bring your car down there, man.
Yes.
This thing.
Oh, I wouldn't go nowhere without the car. If I'm going to go to a show, I'm taking my car.
Of course, but you may have more than one.
No,
No, that's it.
this is it.
Okay.
Don't have no room for no more.
Okay. Single bay garage, perhaps?
Well, 3 car, but I got too much stuff.
I knew you had more than one something. Okay, too much stuff in there. Man, I want to see what's under the hood, man, because I bet you the engine looks just as good as the top side of this car.
Yeah,
Let's
it's not
check
bad.
let's check it out.
All right.
James, 428.
Yes, sir.
That's not the Cobra Jet for the Thunderbirds, but you have one in this one. Is that original stuff?
No, sir. That's out of a 66 Thunderbird,
Okay.
but it's a lot of stuff done to it.
Yeah.
Aluminum Edelbrock heads, intake, Voodoo Lanati cam,
Okay.
a lot of stuff. No shock towers, all cut out, all aftermarket TCI front end,
Yeah.
Hydro Boost brakes.
That seems to be the trending thing to take out your shock towers and do a different type of suspension. So what is your front end under?
It's a TCI kit based kind of off the Mustang 2 front
Okay.
end. Coilover shocks, tubular upper and lower control arms. It's very, very nice kit. Handles nice.
Handles good, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, and the brakes, Hydro Boost brakes, lot better brakes.
Nice. I see the whole system there. That's very sweet stuff. Very user friendly, man.
Yep.
On the street,
Yes,
a
sir.
lot nicer than the original equipment.
Oh, yes, sir.
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
sir. Yep.
Yeah. Oh, tall valve covers. Love the way they're painted up and all. That beautiful, man.
Thank you.
Overall build, you did great on this
Thank
thing,
you.
man.
For a home build, I think it looks
Yes,
good.
very sweet ride, man.
Yep.
Proud to show that off, buddy.
Yes, sir.
I'm glad you brought it out here today.
I'm glad to be here.
Nice. Yeah. Oh, look at them aftermarket gauges, man. You got them lined up across the dash there. That is not original equipment, but it looks good.
Yes.
Nicely done, man.
Thank you. I
Yeah.
don't like the gauge clusters in them,
Yeah.
so
okay.
and mine was in rough shape.
Yeah.
So I kind of just did my own thing and it
Okay.
make it a little more sporty, racy looking.
It does, yeah. And the GT wheel, and is that original steering column, perhaps?
Yep, that's original steering column.
Okay. All right.
Yes, sir.
And you got the B&M shifter
Shifter.
going on there.
Yep.
Yeah.
Aftermarket stereo. It's got a little bit of a system in it.
Okay.
Yep.
Nice cruiser, nicely done.
Yep.
Yes, sir. Made your own panel for the gauges and all, did
Yeah.
you?
Yes, sir. Sat right there at
Okay.
the workbench and made it all up.
Yeah. He said he didn't particularly care for the factory gauges. Hey, that looks great, though, man. You know,
Thank
man,
you.
it's right there in your face. You can see every one of them.
Yep.
You know what's happening.
Yep.
I think that's all that matters.
Yes, sir. That's it.
Yeah, okay. Beautiful cruiser, man. Love
Thank
your
you.
car, dude. Hey, man, nice Jeep you got here, bud.
Thanks, sir.
What year is that?
1953 Willys.
Man, this Willys Jeep, folks, is clean. That thing is super clean. Wow, what you got under? Is it factory under the hood?
It's a 4.3 liter.
Okay.
You want to see it?
Oh, sure. If you pop the hood, yep, we'll check it out. A 4.3, meaning is that GM stuff under there? Yeah, he says he's. So what is this? S10 stuff, perhaps?
S10, 90 S10,
Yeah. Did you do the work on it?
everything.
He did everything. He says. What's your name, sir?
Joe Pearce.
All right, Joe Pearce. Where are you from?
Close to Pensacola, Florida, a little town called Chumuckla.
Okay. Pensacola, Florida. So I'd imagine you've been to the Emerald Coast Cruizin as well with this Jeep, right?
Every year except last year, they had the hurricane.
Yep, the hurricane kind of dampened things. However, come November, we're all going to be back down there.
We'll be there.
Oh, yeah,
We already got a
the
room.
show's going to be big, man. Can't wait to see the Jeep down
We'll
there.
be there. It fits in good on the beach.
Yes, sir. Beautiful ride, man. That thing is super clean. Job well done, sir. Thanks for showing it.
I'm Charles from Flip Prop Promotions, and you're watching Hot Rod Madness.
Hey, check out the 67 Camaro. What's your name, lady?
Jessica.
Hey, Jessica. You're right, huh?
It is.
That's gorgeous. I'd love to get the story on this and put it on my show.
Okay.
Who built this car? Did you?
I did not build it. That fella somewhere over there.
Yeah? He's over there?
built it.
What's that guy's name?
His name is Scott Wilson with
Scott.
SDS Creations.
Okay. All right. I think I'm familiar with his work. He created this Camaro as well as a few others. Hey, I'm going to get around to talk to him, all right?
Good luck
I'm going to
with
show
that.
off your car, okay?
All right. Have a good one.
67 Camaro, Scott. Man, you build these things in your backyard, sir?
Yes, sir, I do. I've just got a small shop in my backyard in Savannah.
Sweet. That looks great, man.
Thank you. It's a customer, actually the customer owns this Chevelle behind me, wanted me to build them a Chevelle, and then he changed his mind to the Camaro. Presented a challenge, so he wanted something a little bit different. He wanted something he could do the power tour with, get good gas mileage. We built this for his wife.
Okay. All right, so when you say gas mileage, more than likely the 67 body is housing an upgraded power plant in it, isn't it?
It is. Yeah, he's got a warmed over LS2. Did some custom work to it.
Wow.
We pulled a 383 out. He was getting probably 10, 12 miles a gallon.
Yes.
We did the cruises on Thursday. We got about 28 to 30 miles to the gallon in it.
Okay.
But that's with the 14 gears we have in the back. So she's cruises real well. It does everything except gain traction.
It looks like you kept the body pretty much stock, and you know, put a set of nice wheels on it and all. At the 5-spoke wheels there. What's the name on the wheels?
The Boyd's. They're Boyd's.
Yeah.
Boyd's Junkyard Dogs. We the way I like to build the car is to make it look like it could have been built that way before. Maybe the Chevrolet could have built that instead of just doing everyone does engine swaps.
Yeah.
I wanted it to look like it was integrated into the car, make it neat and clean, and the detail is where we wanted to throw that.
Okay.
And we wanted reliability. She's got 600,000 miles on it maybe, and not a single issue whatsoever.
Just talking to Scott. Yeah, you know, when you have conversations like this with folks, you begin to realize, they have a really good idea how to build these cars and how to upgrade them and make them user friendly. I want to see what's under the hood there, man. Let's pop the hood. All right, there we go, man. The LS2. You got the correct covers on it. You got the Willwood brake system, the cold air intake. Nicely done, man. You got the headers under there. That's nice, man.
Yeah, with this, the customer wanted the biggest challenge, which was the engine-driven fan. We didn't want to do the generic electric fan, so I used the 67 fan shroud, and I placed the motor accordingly to fit it into the original fan shroud to make it look like it could have been built that way. I built a custom fan shroud to match it around the radiator. The cold air intake is actually a one-off stainless piece that I hand fabricated for him.
Okay.
And that was to get around the actual fan and the alternator and place the air filter in a place that's easily accessible for maintenance. We turned the throttle body over for the LS2. We wanted, again, easy maintainability. I hand built the lines because I distribute for Right Stuff Detailing. They did not make a line kit for this. So I made the lines for the brakes, all the fuel lines, everything has been hand fabricated. I hid all of his wiring. I've got a new power distribution panel, which is a one-off. It's the very first one ever made from Easy LSX, a friend of mine that owns that company, and he gave me the prototype.
All right.
And I just wanted it to look like it could be stock, but not. It's got to be neat. It's got to be clean. Everyone can do shiny, but I wanted to throw my version on what could be done. And then I named it Mystique because it's kind of unassuming, but it's extremely powerful. She's making a lot of power, but cruises very well.
All right. Well, after you saying all that, I can see, GM should have, done this if they had that technology back in '67. That's the way it could have been done,
Thank you.
It does look factory kind of. That looks great.
It should look finished and refined instead of just like a motor swap drop down.
Right. Exactly.
That's the way
you
all
get
of
a
my
lot of
builds should
stuff,
look.
hanging around everywhere.
anyone can do a motor swap, but it's all in how you accomplish it and how you finish the car out.
Right.
And it's the details, and just trying to hide things. Every little wire needs to be moved and installed in a certain way.
Detail and finish, he says. That is what completes a good motor swap like that and make it look right. Beautifully done, man.
Thank you.
Yes,
Thank you.
sir.
I appreciate that.
I'd like to get a peek at the interior. Is that mostly stock? Oh, yeah, man. Beautiful steering wheel there, man. Love it. And the, you said houndstooth?
Right. We went
cover.
It had the houndstooth interior. We left most of it alone. I did convert it over with the original console. I've got the Dakota digital gauges, and we basically just, again, I wanted stock but not. So let's just keep it simple. Let's clean it up and stay with the original Camaro concept. That's basically where we left this. We just make it to where that's the way it could have come.
Dollar bill, check us out. Newer bug, 350, cold air. See the aluminum radiator. Hey, man, what's your name?
Steve Brown.
Hey, Steve, is that your bug?
Yes, it is.
Yeah. She says it's hers, man.
Well, you know how it is. You know, it's ours.
What's your name?
I'm Joy.
Hey, Joy. I bet she gets to drive it a lot, though.
She does. Yeah. It's kind of her hot rod, you know.
So did she ever get on a creeper underneath and help you with it?
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. That's cool. The big old 350 in it, man. Wow. Did you have to take the whole dash out or anything to get that in there? How'd you get that in there?
The whole car, the underneath the car has been cut out and it's been remodified.
Gotcha. All right, so the suspension is not Volkswagen anymore.
No, it's S10 chassis.
Yeah.
Cool.
Wow. So I'm looking at the width of this thing, and that's a little more narrow than an S10. So you had to chop that baby quite a bit, right?
Oh yes. Yeah. We had to very much modify it.
Mr. Fabricator here, right?
Yeah.
Y'all got a big old garage in your backyard or something, right?
Yeah. I run a shop in West Point.
And he
Okay.
builds a mean and clean.
West Point, meaning where's that
Georgia.
at?
Georgia.
That's like out toward LaGrange and
Yes,
all down
yes,
south.
yes,
of here.
yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
I understand. That's just cool. You know, up from you, did you see the PT Cruiser with the Hemi in it?
Yeah.
Cool, right? Friends of
is.
yours, right? Yeah. Modifiers here. That is awesome, man. I mean, I'm thinking pull the whole front end off of it or something to get this stuff in there. You got an aluminum radiator packed right in the front of it. Headers. Wow, you got headers to fit under there.
Power steering.
Yeah. Power steering, the whole 9 yards is crammed in there.
Yeah.
Your air cleaner is just, right there underneath the cowl.
The windshield. Yeah.
Yes.
He built
Yeah.
a special unit underneath the radiator to cool it.
Okay.
So there's like no problems with the cooling in it.
Okay, so there's like a,
Packed in there.
an air dam or spoiler. Yeah, gotcha.
Yeah.
So it keeps that air coming in there so you won't overheat. That 350, we know how hot rods are, man. There's the electric fan. There's no room for a conventional mechanical fan. Your top radiator hose is strapped right across that valve cover, man. You ain't gonna pinch that off, are you?
No.
Okay.
No.
All right.
It does fine.
Just stuff I noticed.
Yeah.
So the rear end is S10?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's got coilovers,
Did you have to cut
ladder
it down any or any?
No. Stock rear end.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Highway gear, perhaps?
Oh yeah. 700R transmission.
Handles
Yeah.
like a go-kart.
She says it handles like a go-kart. She likes to drive this thing. Oh, yeah? Yeah. So,
In these mountains coasting down.
oh, yeah. You see the switchbacks coming up here? Yeah. So if we go to LaGrange on any weekend, we'll see her cruising around in this bug out there. That's awesome. How you doing, sir?
Good, man.
Yeah, what's your name?
Derek Bradshaw.
Hey, Derek Bradshaw. Cool ride, man.
Thank you.
What year is this thing?
It's a 1930 Model A two-door.
Yeah.
6-inch chop on the top, Dodge Caravan roof,
Okay.
4-inch channel, custom-made tube frame, prison glass, handmade swing-away steering, 355 roller motor, 2.4s, slicks.
And you tell this guy build dry rods. Can you tell? Prison glass,
Yeah.
van roof. When you say what kind of roof is that?
Dodge Caravan.
Okay, Dodge Caravan. What'd you do? Have to cut? It's got a hole in the center of it.
I carried a concrete saw into the junkyard, sawed it out of a Dodge Caravan, and carried it out, welded it in this car.
There you go. That's how it's done, folks. You take your concrete saw to the junkyard, dang it.
Yep.
Get her done. Wow. Small block Chevrolet.
Yeah.
You got the good stuff on it, the tunnel ram, the 2.4s.
Yeah.
You wrapped your headers. That looks great, man. Cool little hot rod, man. How long, is it a fresh build? How long have you had this?
I've had it done about a year. I've drag raced. I vintage drag race it.
Ah, nice.
It's got a Muncie 4-speed in it, McLeod clutch,
Yeah.
9-inch Ford rear end, 3-link. It's just a bunch of stuff we had left over from dirt track racing.
There you go. Dirt track racing can I guess you can acquire anything you need out of that.
And this is what assumed from that.
All right. So where's home, man? Where's the shop?
Hiawassee, Georgia.
Okay.
Bell Mountain Auto Body.
Yeah, you're just right down the street here somewhere building hot rods.
3 or 4 mile. About 3 or 4 miles.
This one of your creations too?
That's shop truck.
Yeah, there we go. Bell Mountain Auto Body.
Yeah.
There you go. That's him.
That's shop truck. I've had it about 10 years. It's 360, 5-speed.
Yeah.
New Yorker front clip, 9-inch Ford rear end. And everything I got's got a clutch in it.
Derek, looks like you know what you're doing when it comes to building old hot rods, man. That's cool.
We try.
I like the, hey, if you get down here and look at the chassis and all, what he's done to the frame, man, that's cool.
A lot of detail went into it. A lot of grinding.
I can see that.
A lot of grinding. My wife did most of the grinding.
There you go. Man,
And,
can't beat that when you get your wife out there doing
it. Can't beat that, man. Not
Dude,
at
you
all.
got it made.
Yeah.
Hey, look, it's Rakes Parish. Hey, man.
Hey, Tim. How you doing,
Mr.
man?
Emerald Coast Cruizin yourself. Wow. November, correct?
November the 6th through the 9th, Panama City Beach. We're going big and strong. We're going to have an excellent turnout, an excellent show, a lot of fun entertainment.
He's got the flyer right here, man. What all's listed?
We have got Joe and Amanda Martin with Iron Resurrection coming. Great people, great show. They're very personal. They're looking forward to meeting with everyone there.
Okay.
We've got the Ripcords coming to sing. We've got Todd Herondine coming. We've got Margot. She's going to be doing some, putting on a great show. And then, guys and girls, you're going to want to miss this. Saturday, we're going to set a wrestling ring up out in the middle out there. We're going to bring back some of like the Barbarian, Ricky Martin.
These are all your favorites from
Jimmy
back in the
Valiant,
day.
all these big names, and they're going to rematch each other. And take in mind, these guys ain't wrestled in years, but now they're going to go back at it now and see how they do, and we're going to award them a belt. You know,
That'll be fun, man.
It'll be fun. Yeah, can't miss it.
And not only that, hundreds and thousands of classic cars and hot rods are going to be on site, man. The November show is one of the largest. Hey, man, you got to come see it. I can't wait to get there, Rakes. Thanks, man.
Hey, man, it's going to be fun. Looking forward to having you guys.
All right,
there.
sir.
I know they'll be there.
How you doing, sir?
Name is Steve Garay. How are you?
Oh, I'm just fine, man.
How do you like my Mustang?
I like your Mustang, man. The color just pops. I mean, on that black and the wheels.
That's a 4-year build.
Yeah.
I wanted to build a stock Mustang, but then kind of got carried away and we put a little steroids in it.
Yeah, I don't think that's stock, man. That thing looks great.
Far from it. The only thing stock is the A-pillars. Thank God we're from Florida, near NPD, so I get all the parts from there.
Okay.
So bumper we bought from NPD. The back bumper was handmade. Graphics were done. And then, of course, we stuffed the Coyote in it.
Yes, see, when you're looking at cars like this, you see Mustang, but unless you get into the details of it, you don't realize what all went into the car. Tucking the bumpers and little modifications, the door handles. Yeah, those are Kindig door handles. You just push in on them and they pop out and you open the door. Right. And even the wheels are custom. That's not your average wheel, is it?
No, it ain't. Yeah. Those are 18s in the front, 20s in the back, 10 in the front, and 12 in the back.
Okay, where'd you get the wheels?
California.
Yeah.
Guy used to work for Boyd Connington. His name's Mike Curtis.
Ah, okay.
He's still on some of the hot rod shows, but he spun those up for me.
Okay. Sweet ride, man. Let's look at that Coyote under the hood. Oh, boy, look. That's a big old motor, man. How big is it?
That's a 5.0, 435 horsepower Coyote motor.
Wow. Just the heads on that thing is massive, man.
Yeah, we had to do a lot of cutting of the shock towers.
Yeah.
Put new inner fenders in, and we had the valve covers melt, so when I get old and senile, I can remember who I am.
Yes. Yeah, I knew something was missing, but I couldn't place it. And you said the whole shock tower has to be redone. Yeah. They were in the way, weren't they?
Yeah, they were in the way. They had to be cut out, new front end, and move them out, move the brakes, move everything. To stuff that Coyote in there. It won't sit low enough to go down in there.
Yeah, I mean, that's one more of those things that you just, you got to really look at it, because he put covers over his inner fender wells and tucked everything in. Now it looks all streamlined and smooth under there. The engine bay looks fantastic, man. Mach 1 stamped right into the inner fender well.
And the hardest part was doing the wiring, because when you get the harness with the kit, one side is too long, one side is too short. So I wanted to put it inside the fender, but you couldn't, so it's underneath the intake.
Ah, those custom cars. They'll drive you nuts.
They will.
Until you get them done, and then when you're finished, wow, look what you got.
Yeah, no, we're really proud.
Yeah,
really
that
proud.
Beautiful Mustang, man. And what year's the body?
Body's a 70, and that came out of Georgia.
Cool. All right. Now we're going to check out the interior, man.
All right.
Oh, Steve, you got a wooden steering wheel, man.
Yep.
Does that thing ever get real hot on your hands?
No.
No?
No, it's nice. It's small.
Yeah.
It's really cool. I like the grommets in the seats.
Okay.
The side bolsters are suede, so they're really comfortable.
Mm-hmm.
It's really an awesome ride. It's comfortable inside, roomier than it looks.
Yeah, it looks great. I love the grommets on there and the black interior and all.
The guy carried them all through the back seat because the tires being tubbed, the back seat had to be cut.
Mm-hmm.
The tray had to be cut, and that went through into the trunk.
Okay. Hey, them tires ain't missing no rubber on the back of them, are they? You ain't been getting on it, have you?
No, not yet.
He said no, not yet. It's coming, though, I bet.
It's coming. It is coming.
Yeah. You got to be careful, man, because you know what Mustangs are famous for, right?
Tickets.
They hit poles and gets tickets and things of that nature, right? But not this one.
No.
No, not this one.
It's going to be around in the family for a long, long
time. There you go. Your grandkids are going to be bugging you, man.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, for sure. Butch, how are you, man?
I'm great, thank you, sir.
Hey, man, checking out a really cool, I'm going to call it the rat rod, right?
The rat rod.
He's got the crystal doorknob for opening the door here. He's got the headers hanging out the side, man. What year cab is that?
It's a 39 International truck.
Okay.
And frame. That's about the extent of the 39 model, okay?
I know most people like to put these things together in their backyard. Did you do the same?
Oh yes,
yeah. Okay.
It's done at home,
built by Butch.
Built by Butch. Gathered parts for 2 or 3 years, and then 6 months or so putting it together.
Nice. Okay.
And that's about 4 years ago. We've been driving it for about 4. This is our 4th year at this Cruizin, and it made its debut at this Cruizin.
Okay.
So yeah, we have fun with it. And my wife.
Lots of fun.
Lots of fun. Yeah. 350 Chevrolet engine, 350 turbo, automatic transmission, disc brake front end.
And for suspension, any air ride going on there?
No air ride. It's got a 9-inch Ford rear end with a 4-link coilover suspension in it.
It still rides pretty good, though.
Rides good.
Yeah, okay.
Rides, I think, very good. And it's all new.
Yeah.
Basically, running gears new under it. You know.
What did you use for a frame? What is it?
It's a 39 International frame. I boxed it. It's boxed in. Of course, they're not strong enough to support a V8, motor and transmission. So yeah.
I'm trying to get a peek at your motor mounts and all. What did you use there?
That's 55 Chevrolet motor mounts.
Okay.
And I made the tiers that there's, that it's on, and that gives me my adjustments I need,
Yeah, that just reeks fun, man. I'm loving it.
Yeah, that's right.
You got power assist brakes? You got the booster in?
I've just got, it's a disc brake drum setup, and it's, it's actually like a Mercury Monarch.
Okay.
It's new.
And it probably stops pretty good for what it is,
1,600 pound vehicle is going to stop for you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's just cool. I love the way it's sitting, man.
Yeah, good stance. I chopped the cab 4 inches, then we channeled it another 4 inches.
Okay.
So it's low to the ground,
Yeah, in a lot of corners of the world, rust rules, and this is no exception, man. Did you make that hood? What is that made out of?
Just sheet metal.
Okay.
22 gauge sheet metal.
Yeah, you just tack welded some.
Yep.
Gotcha.
That's right.
And for a hood prop, what is that?
It's a jack, and actually got a jack out of a 30-something model Ford, so have the jack.
Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting.
A working jack.
Yeah, got to have the jack. Man.
Yeah, that's right.
Fits right in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then you might go to Speedway or somewhere to get your headlamps, your buckets, and your
Actually,
and your
the whole front end
mirrors.
is Speedway. The front axle and its extended front axle with the wishbone front end, it's Speedway.
Okay.
It is. And S10 disc brake setup. It's all new, but it's
Sweet.
Yep.
Yeah.
39 wheels. That's a 39. Those are the original
Yep.
wheels from the International.
Okay.
Of course, Ford rear end on the back. So.
Man, that's cool.
Yeah.
If I had something to swap you out of it, I'd be trying, man. That's fun, man.
I like the horse trade too.
Yeah, do you?
Yeah.
I hear you. Well,
yes, sir.
Well, I got an 85 wagon.
85
He's
wagon.
going, well, I don't know.
Has it got rust on it?
No, it's not rusted out.
Not
or anything.
interested.
All right, well, rust rules in his corner of the world. Butch, thanks for showing your ride here on Hot Rod Madness, man.
Thank you, sir.
That's super cool. Love it.
Thank you. Thank you.
Scott, how are you, man?
All right, how you doing?
Ooh, I'm doing great, man. I get to come out here and look at this stuff.
Yeah.
Beautiful truck, man.
Thank you.
Wow, what year is it?
It's 57.
57. It looks a little different, than what I'm used to looking at as far as 57 goes. Let's see. See if I can pick it out. Okay, the grill's 57, that's for sure. He's got the full bumper on it. The side pipes are a little different. I'm not used to seeing that on there. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, there's not a lot of people run the side pipes anymore.
Right, yeah, leg burners. You ever burnt your leg on that?
Yes, I have.
Yes, he has, I bet your wife is going, yeah, ow. Yeah, anyways, hey, man, you can't take those off, though, because they're super cool, right?
That's right.
Hey, there's something else super cool about your truck that I haven't seen in a long time. The wheels. Look at that wheel choice, would you? Dollar Bill, if you zoom in on one of them wheels there. The reason I'm interested in them is because I ran a set like that on one of my cars back in the day, and you just don't find those wheels anymore.
No, they've been on there about 20 years.
Yeah, the original center caps had an A in the center of them, appliance, and I think they're called strikers. And boy, they are very unique, hard to clean. Yeah. You got a special brush you use on them?
A couple of them.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
Wear them out and skin up your fingers. And
yeah, those got to be some pretty old wheels, and your chrome is still looking good. You polish those babies all the time.
Oh, yeah. You have to keep them polished or they will rust.
Yeah, that's the old style chrome, so it takes rust.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's very unique. That's just something you don't see every day, I'm kind of surprised. That's pretty neat. And to put them on a truck as well. That's an overall clean build, man. How long have you owned this truck?
My dad bought this truck when I was about 5 or 6 years old.
Oh, man, here we go with the stories, man. You get this, 5 or 6 years old, you're probably riding in this truck all original, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty much all original. It was a 6-cylinder, 3 on the tree when he bought it. And it didn't stay that way very long, and he pulled it out and put a 396 with a Muncie 4-speed in it.
Oh, wow. He went full-on big block, man.
Oh, yeah. He played with it, had some fun with it.
Yeah. Oh, there you go, man. Look at this engine bay, would you? Sweet. That looks great with the shotgun bill scoop on top of that injector, man. Wow. And even, what do you call this, man? What do you call the design, the pattern on your brackets and all?
It's hydro dipped. It's a carbon fiber hydro dip.
Okay. That's one of them dips that you place them under the...
in the water?
Yeah.
Where they lay the pattern out on top of the water and then just dip it through there. It's a vintage air with the vintage air brackets and everything. The power steering brackets are basic stock style brackets and everything. Just clean them up, smooth them down. We painted them the same color as the truck and then had them dipped with the carbon fiber.
Yep. Looks good, man. It matches the overall build there. The color matches.
Yeah.
Looks great. And the color choice for your flaps in the scoop.
They were anodized like that when I bought it.
Really?
Yeah. When I bought it, I wasn't real sure about them.
Right.
And then once I got it home and I held them up next to the truck, they're almost the exact match to the pinstripes.
It looks
so I said,
great.
I can't change them.
I wouldn't change it either because when you pop the hood, that's just outstanding.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Yeah, sometimes it's just the eye-catching element of what you see, that really makes everything pop. That's cool. Sweet. You kept your battery box up front here.
Yeah, it's
easy to get to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's still got the factory straight axle under the front end. Still got the factory rear end, 6-cylinder rear end with a 411 gear in it.
Okay. How does that hold up?
It does pretty good.
Yeah.
It's held up good. Hadn't had any trouble with it.
And the transmission?
Got a 700 R4 transmission in it with a 3000 stall converter.
Yeah, that probably helps with that low gear rear end.
It does.
You still got your takeoff power and you got your overdrive.
And I got overdrive for cruising.
Yeah. Cool.
And with that fuel injection, it gets pretty decent fuel mileage when you go cruising out on the road.
Oh yeah, man. Where'd them seats come out of, man?
They come out of a Chevy Astro van. They're 6-way power adjustable seats, and everything is hooked up. All the power on them works.
Yeah.
59 Impala steering wheel.
Left you with a lot of leg room in there.
Actually, as tall as I am, it's actually not a lot of leg room for me.
Okay. It just looks like it. You got an open floor there.
Yeah, it's open and everything, but it's still a little tight fit for me because I'm 6'2".
Yeah. Okay. Yep. Well, that ain't no big reason to get rid of the truck, but if you just had to get rid of it, I'll accept.
I'm gonna have a bigger reason than that, though.
Got you. I understand. Yeah. And the steering wheel and the steering column, what is that?
The steering column is early 70s Nova column, and the steering wheel is 59 Impala.
Okay.
That's an original 59 Impala. It's not a replica.
Yeah. Wow. How about that? It looks great with the truck, man. The blue and white and the pinstripe. Who did that for you?
That was done by Hot Rod Walt down in
Gotcha.
down around McDonough, Georgia.
Yep.
He did all that. He's done all the pinstripe. It's all hand done.
I've seen a bunch of his work on Facebook. Yeah. He does the flames and all that on some of the.
I'm fixing to let him do a little more on the tailgate.
Okay.
I don't have anything on the tailgate.
Yeah.
I'm fixing to let him do that.
The guy does great work.
He does.
Yeah, that looks great on your truck.
Mm-hmm.
Sweet ride, man. Love the overall color scheme and all. The wheels. Man, you got a fantastic truck, dude, and I appreciate you showing it here on Hot Rod Madness.
Thank you.
Hey, that's it for this week, man. Thanks for joining us in Hot Rod Madness. Look at that Hemi, would you? The old Hot Rod here. Man, what a ride. Hey, I got to go, man. I'm worn out. Moonshine Cruizin, it'll wear you out too, but you'll enjoy it. See ya.